we are going to make our nut pate first. We have 1 cup of almonds and 1 cup of cashews that were soaked overnight and then rinsed and well drained. We're going to put those right into the Vitamix. Make sure we got all the nuts out of there. We'll just set that aside. And now we're just going to add turmeric and salt. Very easy. Now you'll notice I do have olive oil on hand and I do have some water on hand. The reason that I have that is in case every batch of nuts is a little bit different. It'll soak up just a little bit more or less moisture. So just in case we have trouble making a pate out of this, I'll have the oil and water on hand just to give us a little creaminess, a little moisture to go ahead and make that fully into a pate. So we are going to want 2 to 4 tablespoons of ground turmeric. Now I have a 1/2 tablespoon measurement here, so I'm just going to start with 2. Which means I need 4 of these. And I'm going to check it from there. I can always add more, so I don't want to add too much now. And then I'm also going to need a teaspoon of salt. I have a 1/4 teaspoon measurement here. So I need 4 of those. Okay, and this is super easy. We're just going to use the plunger. So you want to take the top out of there. Use the plunger to force the nuts down towards the blade. And we're going to make this into a pate. We may need to stop and scrape the edges down, but that's fine as long as we move the nuts that get a little creamy at the bottom up towards the top. Let the larger bits fall through and those will turn creamy as well. So we're going to go ahead and make this into a pate by starting on variable at 1. All right, this looks pretty good. Let me just give it a taste. I like that amount of turmeric. You'll notice the turmeric doesn't give it a really strong taste. It does have a hint. You can definitely tell that it is a spice in curry, but it doesn't have that strong flavor. So don't let the color alarm you here. Now we want to get as much of this off of the plunger as we can. There we go. And we'll just set that over, actually, put that in here. Let me set this over here. Okay, now we're not going to need to wash this blender out or anything because we are going to make the maple curry dressing in here, and so we'll just let all the mixture that doesn't come out of here be a part of the dressing, and we'll take the rest of it out. Now we're going to take all of this out, but we're going to split what we remove from the blender in about half, and half of it is going to become the living Latin scramble, and half of it is going to become the mock egg salad. Bit of a mess here. Okay, so as we said, we are going to add back to the blender the ingredients for the maple curry dressing. So I've left like a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons at the most, in the bottom of the blender. So I'm actually going to take just a little bit more. We want to take about 2 tablespoons more from the mixture that we pulled out. So all in all, we're leaving about 4 tablespoons of the mixture in the blender. And then we are going to divide this mixture in half. So I'm just going to take the spatula and kind of eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to transfer 1/2 of that mixture into a glass container. Now this container is actually just going to be stored in the refrigerator, and we're going to use that later as our mock egg salad. But if we were to go ahead and mix in the ingredients of the mock egg salad, which is cucumber and celery, and of course if you like you can add the sweet pickles or dill pickles if that's what you like in your dill salad or in your egg salad. We're going to add that, but if we did that, the salt in this mixture would pull all of the juice out of the cucumbers, all the fluids out of the cucumbers and out of the celery, and so by the time we went to eat it, there would be these big pools of mixture or of fluid in the mixture, and we don't want that. So we're just going to mix those ingredients right before we eat it. So we need to tuck half of this away and just store that in the refrigerator. Remember, we soaked and enlivened those nuts, so although we don't refrigerate nuts, well, you can, we do want to refrigerate any nut pates or nuts that have been rinsed and soaked and drained, because now they are alive, ready to go food. So we want to treat them just like we treat fresh produce. Now that's going to leave us with 1/3 of this beautiful colored pate in the bowl here, and this is what we'll use to make our living Latin scramble. Let's do that next.